Hey guys, what is up? It is the Fast Break Report here, bringing you guys another vlog. So the play-in tournament is officially here, and I'm just going to be honest. I did not watch the entire game of the Minnesota Timberwolves versus the Los Angeles Lakers. That game came on at 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. I gotta be at work at 7:30 in the morning, so staying up till like 12 o'clock at night, 12:30 at night to watch that game in particular is not something that normally happens. Usually I watch like the first quarter or the first half and then I go to bed. And to be honest with you, like from what I saw, it looked like the Timberwolves started out very well, and towards the second half, for whatever reason, from what I've heard, the head coach of the Timberwolves, or for whatever reason, their strategy was to feed Anthony Edwards, who shot fucking abysmal, 3 of 17, and go away from Karl-Anthony Towns, who had a hell of a night. It just, like, he only shot 12 times. Like, Karl-Anthony Towns, okay, I'll pull up the stats, took 12 shots. He made 8 of them. He finished the game with 24 points, 11 rebounds, 5 assists, 6 of 6 on the free throw line, 2 of 4 from 3 with 3 blocks, okay? He shot 66% from the field, 100% from the free throw line, and 50% from 3 for plus 18 in the box plus minus. For whatever reason, they decided they were going to prioritize Anthony Edwards, and I get it. He's your young guy. You know, you want to show him you have faith in him. But this was arguably like the worst game of his career. 3 of 17 from the field is not good in 42 minutes. Mike Conley seemed like he had it going all night. You know, they just, even Kyle Anderson played relatively well until, like, I guess the second half. Apparently in the second half he did not play great, or at least in the fourth quarter didn't play great. But he had 12 points, 5 rebounds, and 13 assists. He shot 5 of 14 from the field, which is not good, but you know, you get what you get. I'm just gonna be honest, from what I saw, highlights, full game highlights and stuff like that, the Minnesota Timberwolves were surprisingly competitive for a team that was missing Rudy Gobert and Jaden McDaniels. They were a team that played defense relatively well last night for a team that's missing arguably its 2 best defenders. But it wasn't enough to beat the Lakers. Anthony Davis actually fucked up a game-winning 3 from Dennis Schroeder by fouling Mike Conley in the corner. But nevertheless, the Lakers won the game. They advanced. LeBron scored 30 points, did his thing. He wasn't like LeBron of old, but it's still LeBron. You know, he's still going to go out and grab you 30. So, yeah, D'Angelo Russell didn't have a good game, but when LeBron's putting up 30 and Anthony Davis, I think, put up, something like 24 and 17 or some crazy shit like that. No, Anthony Davis had 24 points, 15 rebounds, and 4 assists with 3 blocks. Granted, he had 5 turnovers, but D'Angelo Russell, man, 1 of 9, not good. Austin Reeves, 4 of 13, not good. Dennis Schroeder, 5 of 12, not the greatest. But LeBron had 30 points, 10 rebounds, and 6 assists. You know what? We'll take it for a guy who's in his 30s. But the game I really want to talk about is the Atlanta Hawks versus the Miami Heat, because I did not expect Atlanta to win this game. I'm just going to call it what it is. I expected them to rely on Trae Young to take them to the promised land, and that was not their strategy at all. They actually played team basketball, and it was actually a fun game to watch. 7 of their 9 guys who played the game scored in double figures. The only guys who didn't were Clint Capella and DeAndre Hunter, who DeAndre Hunter had a bad game, 2 of 9, 6.6 rebounds. But Clint Capella, 4 points, 21 boards, and 2 blocks. He only shot the ball 3 times, but I'm just going to call it what it is. Miami got fucking killed on the boards. They didn't just get beat on the boards. They got fucking killed on the boards. If we look at the matchup, Atlanta got 22 offensive rebounds compared to Miami's 6. And when it comes to just total rebounds as a whole, Atlanta got 63 rebounds. Miami only got 39. Okay. Onyeka Okongwu did very good off the bench. I think he leads the league in blocks off the bench, if I'm correct, for guys off the bench. Onyeka Okongwu got 12 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, and finished with 4 blocks in 19 minutes. That was very good. Trae Young, 25 points, 8 rebounds, 7 assists on 8 of 18 from the field, 8 of 9 from the free throw line. 1 of 8 from 3 is not very good. He had 5 turnovers, but, you know, that's pretty typical of Trae Young to not shoot very good. Saddiq Bey, 7 of 17, wasn't very good. DeJounte Murray did his thing, 18 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists on 7 of 16 from the field. John Collins had 10 points, 4 rebounds in 22 minutes. They had a pretty well-rounded scoring distribution, but I'm just going to call it what it is, man. I think Miami's done. I think the Miami Heat are finished. They might beat Chicago when they play them, because right now Toronto is beating Chicago. I'm watching that play-in game. They're in the fourth quarter right now with 10 minutes left. But it's just the idea, Miami had a very rare Kyle Lowry sighting last night, okay? Kyle Lowry had it going all game, and I would argue the only reason the game was as close as it was because Kyle Lowry scored 33 fucking points, okay? And I'm just gonna say this, if you're Miami and you're Jimmy Butler and you're Bam Adebayo, who, by the way, okay, Bam Adebayo did not do what I had anticipated him to do. Bam Adebayo in 41 minutes scored 12 points and had 9 rebounds. He shot 5 of 12 from the floor, had 2 blocks, 3 steals, and was a -5 in box plus minus. Jimmy Butler, 6 of 19 from the field, bro. 21 points, 4 rebounds, 9 assists, 2 steals, 1 block. Tyler Hero had 26, 12 of 23 from the field. He had 26 points, 6 rebounds, 2 of 9 from 3. Kyle Lowry was a machine. 33 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists, 11 of 16 shooting, 5 of 5 from the free throw line, 6 of 9 from 3. Victor Oladipo played 9 minutes, put up a donut. I mean, Caleb Martin, donut on the box score, 0 of 3 from the field, 0 points, 5 rebounds. Gabe Vincent played 24 minutes, only scored 6 points. Max Strus played 23 minutes, only scored 3 points. Like, honestly, Miami really needs to get some better pieces around the guys they have, and I just feel like they have so many bad contracts that that's not going to happen. I think Victor Oladipo has a $9 million player option next season. He'd be stupid not to pick it up. Max Strus has not been the guy that we expect him to be. Duncan Robinson is easily the worst contract that they have. Jimmy Butler is getting older. Bam Adebayo is good, but he's very inconsistent. Some games he's amazing. Some games he's just, you know, kind of just exists. But I feel like if you're Miami and you have Kyle Lowry scoring 33 points, which is probably a season high, if I'm being honest, all year, because he's played like shit for most of the year. When Kyle Lowry's got it going like that, you have to back him up. And Jimmy Butler just shot abysmal. It's like, honestly, Miami's offense is fucking horrendous. Like, it's not their defense that's the problem, it's their offense. They don't get easy buckets. I feel like the league has kind of figured them out. Like, I'm gonna call it what it is. I feel like this offseason, there's gonna be a lot of teams rethinking their future, and Miami is one of those teams. I think Miami is one of those teams. I think who else? The Trailblazers are one of those teams. I think even Minnesota is maybe going to shake up their roster a little bit. The Chicago Bulls are going to be rethinking their future. Like, there's a lot of teams that are going to be like, okay, maybe we should move this guy and like really do a rebuild, or, you know, blow up their roster. Toronto, a team that's playing right now, is another team that's going to have to rethink their future a little bit this offseason, with Gary Trent Jr. and Fred VanVleet both being on player options. So I think this offseason is going to be a little more interesting than people like to give it credit for. But so far, what the play-in has showed me is that Miami is not the elite team that we all thought they were. I think even in my preseason predictions, I think I predicted Miami to fall, but I didn't expect them to fall as far as to be a play-in team. But I don't know, man. They just all I know is they looked bad. I expected Atlanta to come out and just rely heavily on Trae Young, and they still did that, but like they played team basketball and it was very fun to watch. So anyway, tell me what you guys think about this down below in the comment section below. A like helps me out. Subscribe if you guys want to see more. I'm the Fast Break Report, and I'm out of this motherfucker. Peace, guys.